Okay, let's get to the guys in power in D.C. who can really take some shots at your wallet. Now, usually watching Federal Reserve hearings is like watching paint dry or crabgrass grow. But watch Democrats today attack Fed Chair Jerome Powell after he testified that the economy is gunning on four cylinders, that trade fights won't be a problem. Here are the Democrats saying, hey, you're weak on the bad guys, the banks. Watch.
After they flunked, did you give those too big to fail banks a failing grade?
We gave them what we call a conditional non-object, which is something we've done.
But that's not a failing grade, right? They did not flunk.
They suffered the same penalty, which was to have to limit their distributions to the prior years.
In other words, the Fed looked the other way. You let these banks off.
She's talking, Elizabeth Warren, the senator there, is talking about the banks failing stress tests. I know your eyes may glaze over, but they're trying to make hay with this. Let's get to two of my favorite guys, capitalistpig.com managing member Jonathan Hoenig, and look who's here, Kadina Group President Gary B. Smith. Great to see you both. I love having you both on. Jonathan, the Democrats going after Powell for being weak on the banks. Your take. I mean, we've got growth across the dashboard at generational highs. Your take on that?
Well, this is nothing new. I mean, the Democrats are going to go against the big banks. They went against the big banks 10 years ago and 10 years against that. The Democrats are fundamentally against capitalism. It's explicit. It's really part of, almost essentially part of their party platform. What I fear, Liz, however, is how many on the right, if you will, so many Republicans now, I feel, adopting so many of those same anti-trade, anti-free markets type of philosophy that essentially gives birth to the Elizabeth Warrens of the world.
Yeah, I hear you, Gary B. I mean, the Russia controversy, everybody agrees what the president said was bad. He clarified it today. But it's got to be an eat-your-own heart-out moment for the Democrats. I mean, when it comes to the economic growth powering ahead, I mean, camouflage seems like the primary color for Democrats now when it comes to talking about this good economic growth.
Exactly. You know, I tell you what, I think the real key here is for 99% of Americans, when they hear Trump about Russia or they see Trump about Putin, it's like the old Charlie Brown cartoons. All they hear is wah, 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 wah. What are people interested in? Do they have a job? Are they making money? Do they have a house? That's where they're really benefiting, Liz. And on all three of those sectors, including unemployment and things like that, my gosh, Trump, what's Trump's approval rating on the economy? 53%. And this is from a media that slams him every single day. I think the country likes what Trump is doing with the economy.
You know, Jonathan, we just had Bill McGurn on, and the president is also saying Bill McGurn said, you know, President Trump is way tougher on Russia than Obama. Obama did have a whole bunch of sanctions. We've got 700 companies and individuals under sanction in Russia. I mean, you know, the Democrats again and again, we've got this rising star socialist, Alexandria Cortez, saying capitalism won't work. I'll tell you, I don't know if that's the way to power. Socialists treat the Constitution like a build-your-own, all-you-can-eat buffet salad. Jonathan.
All right, sure, but is President Trump for America? Is he for American exceptionalism, Liz? I don't think he is. I mean, that's not my words. That's not my assessment.
Why do you say that?
That's what the president... Well, that's what the president himself, not then president, but president himself said back in 2015 when asked about American exceptionalism. He said he didn't like that term. And even on Russia, Liz, I mean, when asked on Fox News 2 years ago, the president said, do you think our country's so innocent as being compared to Russia? So his capitulation
but he is about
no
make America
here.
Great again and, you know, America first. So I don't know what you mean about American
Make America great. Well, make America great through tariffs, through trade controls and restrictions. This is what Russia would do, not the U.S.
Okay, Gary B., respond to what Jonathan just said.
Well, look, I understand what Jonathan said. Look, I think everyone would like no tariffs, entirely free trade. I think a lot of the tariffs with China are pointed, rightly or wrongly, toward their intellectual theft. Is that the right way to combat it? I don't know.
Yes, go ahead. Finish, Gary.
No, I was going to say is, at least in the case of the tariffs with China, you know, the U.S., I think, holds all the trump cards. So if you're going to get into a war, he holds the better hand, and I think he can win there. Should he be doing it? That's another.
I'll just say, I mean, Gary, you started, Gary, by saying that as long as people have a job, they have money in their pocket, it matters. Prices are going up because of the tariffs. That's going to have an impact.
This is a debate for another day. Guys, Jonathan and Gary, thank you so much. That was great. Come back soon. We love having you on.